Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good morning, everyone. So, first of all, thank you for the opportunity to present on my research title, which is Graduates' Employability in the Age of Artificial Intelligence, a conceptual examination of gender dynamics and job performance in Industry 4.0. So basically, this study conceptually explores how artificial intelligence adoption influence graduate employability and job performance, and importantly, how gender shapes this relationship. So I will begin with the background and problem of the study, followed by the research gap, theoretical foundations, and practical implications. Artificial intelligence is rapidly transforming today's workplace by improving efficiency, decision making, and service delivery across industries. While artificial intelligence automates routine tasks and creates new opportunities, it also reshapes job roles and skills requirements, which directly affects employee and graduates' employability. In today's era, or in today's industrial revolution IR 4.0, employability has become a crucial part for sustaining job performance, where job performance is no longer limited to technical expertise alone, but also includes the ability to work effectively with artificial intelligence driven systems, adapt to technological change, and continuously update skills. Despite the rapid adoption of artificial intelligence, many employees and graduates struggle to adapt due to skills gaps and limited readiness for artificial intelligence driven work environments. Continuous technological change makes it increasingly difficult for individuals to sustain consistent job performance. Another critical concern is gender disparity, where studies suggest that female employees often experience higher levels of artificial intelligence anxiety and greater vulnerability to automation related displacement. This may negatively affect their employability and job performance. These challenges highlight the need to better understand how artificial intelligence adoption interacts with employability, performance, and gender dynamics. From the existing literature, several gaps can be identified. Firstly, there is a lack of integrated models that simultaneously examine how artificial intelligence adoption influences employability and job performance. Secondly, gender is often overlooked despite evidence showing unequal experience with technological adoption. And finally, there is limited conceptual clarity explaining how employability functions within artificial intelligence driven workplace. So these gaps justify the need for a comprehensive conceptual examination. Therefore, the purpose of this study is to conceptually examine the relationships between artificial intelligence adoption, graduate employability, and job performance. Specifically, employability is proposed as a mediating variable explaining how artificial intelligence adoption translates into job performance. Gender is examined as a moderating factor where it may influence the strength of this relationship. So, by having this framework, it's aimed to provide a clearer understanding of workforce outcomes in this era of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence adoption is influenced by both technological and psychological factors. Based on previous study, technical readiness and digital competence determine an individual's ability to use artificial intelligence tools effectively. Ethical awareness also shapes trust and willingness to adopt artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence tools can enhance learning, job readiness, and skills alignment. Therefore, artificial intelligence adoption is not merely about access to technology, but also about confidence, trust, and perceived usefulness. Previous study indicates employability as a combination of technical, digital, and transferable skills, where it is includes adaptability, career self-management, and resilience. In today's era of artificial intelligence adoption, employability emphasizes on continuous learning and skills renewal, where it may enable graduates to navigate career transitions effectively. where strong employability allows individuals to remain relevant despite technological disruptions. Based on previous scholars, job performance is a multi-dimensional construct where previous studies indicates that they have three constructs which are task performance, contextual performance and adaptive performance. And some of the scholars also mentioned that they comprises of two construct, which are task performance and only contextual performance. However, in this study, we will discuss about three dimensions or the three sub-construct for the job performance, which the first one is task performance, where it relates to the core job responsibilities. While contextual performance is refers to the supports that will be given by the employees towards the organizational functioning. And the last one, adaptive performance, it refers to the ability to respond effectively to the changes. In today's artificial intelligence driven environments, performance expectations become more complex, where it requires employees to integrate technical, cognitive, and adaptive capabilities. Furthermore, artificial intelligence adoptions bring significant organizational benefits such as improved efficiency, innovation, and customer experience. However, these benefits are not experienced equally across gender. Gender dynamics influence access to training, confidence in using artificial intelligence, and perception to technological threats. Without inclusive strategies, artificial intelligence may unintentionally widen existing workplace inequalities. So, based on previous study, this study will be underpinning through three theories. The first theory is human capital theory. So, human capital theory suggests that education and training increases worker productivity. So, in this study's context, artificial intelligence related skills represent as a strategic form of human capital investment, where it may benefit the organization when employees can effectively apply these skills. So, employability may reflect the values of accumulated human capital, and artificial intelligence enhance returns on education when skills are properly utilized. The next theory is social cognitive theory, where this theory emphasizes the self efficacy, confidence, and learning agency, where artificial intelligence tools support self directed learning and knowledge creation, where people who have higher self efficacy, it may strengthen their employability and in turn influence their job performance. So, however, job anxiety and fear of automation may weaken these positive outcomes, highlighting the importance of individual perceptions. The next theory, or the last theory, is gender role theory, where this theory explains how social norms shape behavior and expectation at work. So, stereotype can influence confidence in technological use and career advancement. Artificial intelligence system may unintentionally reproduce societal biases if inclusivity is not prioritized. This means that in every organization, the employers or the leaders need to emphasize on the equality between both male and female employees. Therefore, inclusive artificial intelligence design and policy interventions are essential to prevent inequality to be happen in today's era of artificial intelligence adoption. In this study, it may offer several practical implications where firstly, universities may integrate artificial intelligence literacy with employability skills. Secondly, employers must support inclusive artificial intelligence training and reskilling initiative where from this particular of behavior it could enhance the employability and performance of employees within the organization. And lastly, the policymakers should address gender gaps in digital readiness to ensure equitable workforce participation in Industry 4.0 by having a standard policy that may reduce the inequality to be happen among both male and female employees. Last but not least, this study also have its own contribution. So this study contributes by integrating artificial intelligence adoption, employability and job performance, and also gender into a single conceptual framework where it may extend the literature review of previous study. Besides, this study also highlights gender as a critical moderating factor and provides a critical foundation for future empirical testing, where it may be used by the future research to test either gender can moderate through artificial intelligence adoption, employability, and job performance, as well as employability as a mediating factor between artificial intelligence adoption and job performance. And overall, it's advanced the discourse on inclusive workforce development in the Industrial Revolution IR 4.0 context. In conclusion, understanding artificial intelligence adoption through the lens of employability and gender is essential for sustainable job performance. So that's all for my presentation today. Thank you so much for lending your ears to my presentation. And if you have any question, you may ask or comments in this video presentation. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.